Hey guys, Mr. Barrett here. We're going to talk about flowcharts today. We're starting uh, if statements and flowcharts. It should be fun, different from strings. So we're going to start off going to the drawing program. So you can go to like draw.io is the program that we'll be using in class. Hit enter. And then I think the first time that you're signing in, it'll ask you for your sign in, and you just press the Google button. And then everything that they make, this program makes goes right into your Google Drive. You can share with me just like it was a Google Doc or Google Slides or anything like that. So you create new diagram, and then blank diagram. You can name it right up here, and then be on your way to get going. However, I've already started an example so that we can kind of go a little faster. And so, yeah. So here's our little task. We're going to create a program that'll ask for the number of questions on a test and the number of questions missed. And then we're going to print out a grade in the test score, or the grade the test scored. And if they made an A, we're going to congratulate them. And if they failed, we'll ask them to study, and then they can try again. So ovals or ellipses will be our program start. And so you would make a new one by just dragging this over. Delete it, get rid of it, but because I already have one. But you would just drag it over, and then if you want to type, you just double click on it. If you want to type on a line, we'll do that in a minute. You just double click on that, and so program start. And then you can, if you want to make a new shape, you can either make one straight from here. So click on it. And then all these cool little lines are just because I grabbed one of the boxes on the side and just dragged it down. And so then you could type whatever you want. Now these little blue arrows are also pretty cool because if I just press a blue arrow, it's draw a line on something new, and it just adds them in there for you. And so it looks like a lot of work to draw it, type the text, whatever, but it's actually been really easy to get this going. So our program start is here, and then we would ask the user, hey, how many questions are on the test? And then we would say, okay, well, how many did you miss? And then we could figure out the grade. And I just kind of said, determine the grade. And I said, okay, it's going to be questions minus missed divided by questions. Oh, times 100 too, but whatever. So if I want to edit that, say, maybe make it wider. So like the grade is 100 times all of that. So you have some choice, and we can just kind of move this so it straightens out again. There we go. So we'll determine the grade they make, and then we're going to print their grade. And then after they print their grade, we're going to find out if they made an A. Because if they did, we want to congratulate them. So our programs start and stop are in these ellipses. All our steps are going to be just these basic rectangles. And then any question that we ask is going to be in a diamond. So we might say like, is the grade greater than or equal to 90? And maybe I want to grow my diamond a little bit, straighten it out. Or you don't have to straighten it out. You could have it all over the place. It doesn't really matter where. So there's the grade, greater than or equal to 90. So there's only actually two real options. So if it's a yes, we say print apparently I misspelled that, but thank goodness. Goodness that program fixes that misspelling for me. So so I just added that thing, and then I can double click here, Yes? No? Maybe it needs to be a bit longer. Oh, yeah, yeah. So yes, and then I should be able to, there we go. Yeah, so you double click on arrows and you just type the text in. That looks weird for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway. So is this greater than 90? Yes. And then we'll, and if they didn't, then we're not going to say yes or no to anything to that. But then the next thing we're going to ask is this grade less than a 70? And this would be, we come here if it's not greater than 90. So is the grade less than a 70? And if that's the case, then we will say print you did not pass. Please study and try again. Right? And then our program can be over. So put a little arrow. Program ended. Let me put my text down. Yes. No. All right, so now we have to get to our program in for the rest of these. So maybe we draw a line to here. Maybe we draw a line to there. So this is a little program that we wrote, the pseudocode for it. This would be a diagram that you could follow the logic. So, you know, we push play it out. Let's say I have a 10-question test and I missed one question. So program would start and we ask the user how many questions were on the test. They'll tell us 10. And they'll ask us how many questions they missed. I missed one question. And they'll determine the grade. So it's 100 times questions minus missed divided by questions. So it'd be a 90. And we print grade 90. And then we're going to ask the question, is the grade more than or greater than or equal to 90? And you know what? Let's put some little question marks there. That seems like a good idea. So is a 90 greater than or equal to 90? The answer is yes. And so we want to do this. But if not, anyway, but even if not, we're still going to go down and ask the next question. So is the grade less than a 70? Well, I made a 90, so it's not less than a 70, so I can just go down the no path. But let's say that I made a 60 on the test. So if I made a 60, I'd follow all of these first steps until I get to print grade, and then we'd ask the question, is the grade 60 greater than 90? I'd be like, no, it's not. And so we would just follow the no path to ask the next question. Is this grade less than a 70? And a 60 is less than 70. And so we'd say, yes, it is. And then, because it was less than a 70, then we will do this step. We will print, you did not pass. Please study and try again. And then, after that, we go to the program end. And if your grade wasn't less than a 70, you would go to the program end anyway. So that's creating a diagram. Y'all assignment is to do one on movie ages. You'll find it in Schoology. And when you want to share this, you can hit the share button and you can share with me. You can add me on justin.barrett@brianic.org, or you can just share the link once you've done, once you've named it. It has to have a name for you to share it. So hope this helps. If you have any questions, please let me know, and we'll be coding this next time we talk. Bye.